What's good, y'all? Welcome to an episode of Buzz Boys. Coming to y'all talk about another loss. Um, 7 in a row at this point. We are now 15 games, 16 games under 500. Doesn't even fucking matter anymore. The tank should be in full effect. If you are a Hornets fan, you should be happy by what we saw today. And I know that sounds bad, but at the end of the day, the Hornets are finally about to get off the treadmill of mediocrity. The only thing is, it was out of their control. If it was up to us, we'd be somewhere fighting for the fucking eighth seed right now or some bullshit. But no, the injuries, the bullshit, it has made our decision for us. We're ass. We're ass. It's time to trade these motherfuckers off and just suck. Just suck. Okay, I vote go out and get Westbrook or something. Okay, free up 50 million for next year. You got hella assets already. We got plenty of. We got all of our first round picks and hella second round picks. You go and get even more picks by trading motherfuckers. And then you take that cap space, you take those draft picks, and you put a real star beside LaMelo Ball. And then you go from there. Um, or I mean, depending on the picks, I mean, if you actually do end up winning the lottery and getting the first or second pick, you keep it and you get Victor or Scoop. Anything else, I would trade that shit. I don't even want the third pick. Fuck that shit. You take that shit and you use that shit as bait to get a real star beside LaMelo Ball, and you move from there. But yeah, man. Then feel me, if Miles Bridges gets re-signed, he comes back next year, you could have a real team. Nick Richards, we know he can be a 15-10 guy if he gets the minutes. If he gets 30 minutes a game, he can be 15-10. We know that. So, man, we'll be all right. It's just we're actually getting forced to go in a direction and get off that mediocrity bullshit. Playing tournament hopefuls. Fuck that shit. That shit lame as fuck. It's time for us to really rebuild, or should I say retool, because it doesn't take much. It doesn't take much. Look at the Jazz. Look at the Cavs. You know, you look at the Jazz, they got rid of Donovan Mitchell, got rid of Rudy Gobert. They're still in the playoff hunt right now. They're still the sixth, seventh seed in the West and got assets. Cool. Look at the Cavs. They got Donovan Mitchell. They're doing what they need to do. Now for the Timberwolves, the trade was dumb as fuck. I don't know why they did that. But anyway, it worked out for the Jazz. They got plenty of assets and they're still a good team. So you never know, man. All you gotta do is just handle your business and do what you have to do. Pick up the phone, make the call. The Hornets have yet to make a real serious trade that can improve this team. We haven't took that route, but we also haven't been hitting picks. I mean, we've since Mitch Kupchak came along, we've gotten some guys with some pretty good upside, but outside of Lamelo, Lamelo and Miles were both could have both been all stars last year, and then obviously Miles just ruined everything. But you know, Mitch's picks aren't too bad, but we need stars, two-way stars at that. We need two-way stars that can guard the best player. Excuse me, guard the best player for the other team and still give us 25 points. That's what the Hornets need, a two-way player. Anyway, let's get into the actual game. Um, we started out getting blown the fuck out by like 20 something. Somehow, some way, we make it a 2 point game. It goes back up to 11 or 12. We cut it down to four, and then we still end up losing by 20 something anyway. So, yeah, this Hornets game and just team period is just a roller coaster. This game perfectly summed up the Hornets season. Right when you gain hope, it's snatched away from you and you're reminded that you suck. Uh, yeah. Yeah. So it is what it is. The Hornets drop yet another game and fall to 7-23 with a super tough West Coast road trip coming up. So it's gonna get even worse. Um, I fully expect trades to start happening before 2023. I mean, there's no reason to wait, bro. This game, first game with Gordon, Terry, and all those guys back, and that shit ain't mean a goddamn thing. We got clapped just like it didn't matter. Our defense is fucking trash. We don't play any defense at all versus a Hawks team that was missing three starters. You let Frank Kaminsky come in and give you buckets. Another fucking Hornets lottery pick. We're a fucking joke, bro. Like, look, this shit is for the best. It's for the best. Suck right now. This is the best year to suck. There's plenty of good draft picks. The free agents aren't that good, but there's plenty of good draft picks for us to choose from right now. Plenty. But excuse me. But yeah, man. Um, and let's get into the game, bro. I could already say Gordon Hayward played like shit. Played like 30 minutes, had 9 points. Ass Terry Rozier had like 10 points. These motherfuckers are getting traded for sure. Um, yeah, everybody play like shit. Um, and then you have Oubre coming off the bench, outscoring Gordon Hayward and McDaniels and Rozier. All these motherfuckers that he could have started over. And a lot of people were very upset that Oubre got pushed to the bench when he's damn near been our best player this year. A lot of people felt some type of way about that. And I mean, he still was our second leading scorer. Yeah, man. I don't know, man. People on Twitter calling for Steve Clifford's job. Y'all comment down below if Steve Clifford should be fired. Motherfucker saying he gonna quit just because he hate this team. Yeah, man. You guys comment down below. Y'all think Steve Clifford should be fired? Um, yeah, man. This is gonna. I told y'all a few videos ago that if you thought this was bad, just hold on, cause it's gonna get uglier and it's gonna get worse before it gets better. I said that. But yeah, man. Anyway, yeah, like I said, Gordon Hayward 9 points, did have 5 assists, but I mean 9 points on 33% shooting from the field and 25% from three in 29 minutes. I mean, a joke. Um, Not really too surprised by Gordon Hayward's performance. Jalen McDaniels 7 points, 2 assists. He got the start in place of PJ Washington, who just had a baby. He had a baby. That's why he missed the game. Not like it fucking mattered anyway. McDaniels, for some reason, only played 16 minutes. 38% from the field, missed both his threes, but I still think he should have got, well, he had 5 fouls. That explains that. Um, Jesus Christ. Yeah, this video is going to be short because I don't know why I'm so tired. Plumlee, 8 points, 7 rebounds. Blew my fucking bet because he got hurt. Then he comes back into the fucking game. So he was going too long to hit my bet. But he comes back, so Nick Richards isn't gonna be starting. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Yeah, that shit pissed me off. Um, Terry Rozier, 10 points. Um, 9 assists. I mean, almost his double double, which is cool, I guess. 0 rebounds, 3 turnovers. Shot 36% from the field and 33% from three. You know, negative 13 plus minus. Plumlee negative 15 plus minus. And those are nowhere near the worst plus minuses. Moving on, but I don't even want to move on. This is what a lot of people said about Terry Rozier, man. He's a shot chucker. And that's really what he is, man. I mean, before, I believe, last year or 2 years ago, he had never shot before over 40% in his career. Not a single season had he been a 40% shooter from the field, period. Not 3-point shooter, just from the field, period. Never been a 40% guy. So you know, he's looking like exactly what people are calling him, a shot chucker. I mean, can barely shoot 40%. Anyways, moving on. LaMelo Ball, 27 points. The only person that could really consistently get a bucket tonight. Um, 9 for 18 from the field, 50%. 7 for 13 from three, 54%. And yeah, man, he only had 3 assists, which is kind of surprising. But everybody else was fucking playing like shit anyway. Who was he supposed to pass to? You. Excuse me, guys. I really apologize. I don't think I've ever yawned like this in a video before. Like I just keep yawning. Um, 2 turnovers, only 2 fouls, which is good for him because he did foul out last game and he does have a kind of a history of foul trouble. So you always love to see LaMelo kind of stay under 3 fouls and just stay out of foul trouble. That way he can maximize his minutes and get it, get plenty of time and get stats like this. But he was a negative 21 plus minus. And look, we had to talk about it. LaMelo's defense is a problem. He lets people go right fucking by him. And I mean, another conversation that I saw on Twitter on the timeline is that the defense is going to have to start with LaMelo because he's your best player. And you go as he goes. That's usually how it works. You go as your best player goes. If your best player doesn't play defense, why the fuck is anybody else going to play defense? So, yeah, he's got to start being a way better perimeter defender. I mean, just letting guys go right by you with minimum effort is not going to get it done. And all it does is just encourage everybody else to do the same, even though LaMelo is one of the youngest on the team still. Anyway, moving on, Kelly Oubre. I mean, and don't get me wrong, Oubre still got plenty of shots this game. He just wasn't hitting. 16 points, 5 for 19 from the field. That's 26%. 3 for 10 from the three. That's 30%. 7 rebounds. He's really been hitting the boards lately. 1 assist. Like Oubre always is gonna have less than 2 assists, bro. Negative 27 plus minus. So by far the worst plus minus on the team. And I don't know, man. This first game coming off the bench, and we don't know if that shit fucked with his psyche. You don't know. I mean, he still got his shots and still played a lot of minutes. But I mean, when you've gotten used, when you've gotten used to starting, then all of a sudden you're not. I don't know, man. It can fuck with you. Especially he's had like 8 games with 20 plus points. Then all of a sudden, you know, get sent to the bench for guys that really aren't too much better than him. Who at this point would say that Gordon Hayward is better than Kelly Oubre? Kelly Oubre is averaging 21 points a game. I mean, who at this point is going to say Gordon Hayward is better? Nobody. Nobody's going to say that shit. So, yeah. Teo Maladon, 3 points. He only made 1 3. He was 1 for 5, 20%, and 1 for 3 from three. I mean, these guys are all ass, bro. 0 steals, and here's the thing: 1 assist. This is my problem with Teo Maladon. If you can't score and you don't pass, why the fuck are you out there? The last few games, he hasn't even been having any assists. Like, bro, you have 1 assist. What the fuck are you out there for? Because you're not a scorer. You got 3 points and 1 assist in 15 minutes. What type of backup point guard performance is that? The fuck? He had a +2 plus minus though, but who gives a fuck about that, bro? Like, do something. Kai Jones, 4 points, 7 rebounds. Um, Glad to see him hitting the boards. He played 13 minutes. He was 2 for 3 from the field. Um, hey man, at least he got to the boards. He only had 1 foul, no turnovers. So at least you get that out of Kai Jones. At least he was on the glass. At least he was on the glass. But I do want to see a higher scoring output for him. But he had a -2 plus minus, which is not bad at all considering somebody else has a -27. So yeah. Nick Richards, 13 and 11, double double. This is really what I want to see out of Nick Richards: consistent double double performances that can hopefully elevate him into the starting lineup. And he only played 22 minutes. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. Imagine Nick Richards per 36. Imagine Nick Richards really getting 30 something minutes a game. He would probably be averaging like 20 and 15. Like, seriously. Like, give this man as many minutes as he can handle. Um, and that's all while having 2 blocks, only 1 turnover, and only 3 fouls. But he only played 22 minutes, even with Plumlee getting hurt. It makes no fucking sense. -8 plus minus, but anyway, we move on. JT Thor, 9 points, 1 steal, 1 assist, 1 rebound. You got to have more than those ones down there. 37% from the field, 25% from three. Not the nicest shooting splits, but at least he had 9 points and impacted the game. That's all I want to see out of JT Thor. Be aggressive. That's all I want. With JT Thor, he has the upside, his length, he could be very versatile. His defense is it's pretty good. It's okay. Um, it's up and down. Um, I think when he's making shots on offense and stuff, it gives him that extra little umph on defense. And the thing about JT Thor, he just has to keep a high motor. Like if JT Thor had Kai Jones' motor, he would be unstoppable. Like, because like JT just a little bit more polished, but he just doesn't have the confidence. Like if you gave JT Thor and Kai Jones confidence, we would be litty. Yeah, JT just has to stay aggressive, man. Like just be aggressive. I'm just ready to see this team go young so we can see these guys more and just really analyze their game. I want to see all these young players get in around 20 something minutes a game so you can really analyze them, you know? And especially, I mean, with Book Knight and McGowan's garbage minutes, I can't analyze that. I hate that LaMelo coming back really seemingly pushed McGowan's out of the rotation because he was playing, man, he was playing okay. But I like McGowan's. So I don't know. We'll see how things unravel in the next few games because I mean we got a tough schedule coming up. So sure, it's gonna get worse, but that could mean good things. So even though the record looks bad, stay optimistic because a year from now, this team could be top six easy if we make the right moves this offseason. Like with this offseason, we know exactly who we are. We know exactly what's going on. Whereas last year we had so many injuries and circumstantial stuff to where it's like, wow, we were just a few things away from being a 50 plus win team and actually being a real deal. And yeah, so retool a little bit, and next year we could really do some damage. But I don't know, man. I'm looking forward to the future. But anyway, wrap this up. We're approaching 20 minutes. Y'all leave any comments down below that y'all just want to get off y'all chest. I know it could be tough to watch this, emotional to watch this, losing. It fucking sucks. So if there's anything y'all want to say, y'all comment down below. Anyways, until then, peace.